What's up, everybody? It's your boy Panic Knife here with TheAwfulGamer.com and TGN, and today I'm going to be discussing the Game of Thrones season finale, in addition to playing a little bit more of the Crusader Kings 2 Game of Thrones mod. So, last time in the game we left off, we were discussing basically how to kill your pregnant wife, which is a lovely topic that I'm sure everybody can relate to. Not at all. But yeah, we had just killed my wife. That was one of the plots that the ambitions that I had been given. And now we are going to be plotting yet again. Our plot this time, however, is that we want to usurp Lordsport, which is basically the place on the Iron Islands that is right next to Pike, which is my castle. And I want that territory, damn it. So I'm going to go after it. Now we have just gotten married, Roderick and his lady Lyessa, who is, you know, a northern lady, and everybody wants to give me gold. So I'm going to take gold. I'd like gold. Gold's nice. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and check my intrigue section right here. Our plot power needs to be at least 80%. And I'm going to notice right away that nobody wants to be involved, which is a problem, but I will resolve that pretty quickly. This guy is close to being a part of the plot, but I need to give him a little extra, a little sugar here. So he will increase his opinion of me by 32 if I give him 59 gold. Kind of hurts, but I'll do it. And now he loves me. 100% opinion of me. Sounds great. And now he'll get involved. Isn't that lovely? You just pay him a little bit, and then he becomes a part of the plot. So, more or less, this is going to increase my income. This is going to make it more of a pain in the ass later down the game. But right now, it's not that big of a deal. I can get by with my dements. I don't know how to pronounce that word. my dements being a little bit larger. That doesn't bother me too much, but initially what we're going to do is revoke the lordship of Lordsport. Put the plot in motion by sending an ultimatum to Lord Sylwain. Sounds good, guys. Now I'm unmarried, and I think one of the next things I'm going to do is find myself a wife, but that is not a big deal right now. Right now we are usurping, bitches. So we will see what happens. I think I know what's going to happen. He wants to go to war. No big deal. So I am now at war with 2,000 people here, and the game is on, bitches. So basically what I'm going to do is crush him with all of my military might. It sounds fair, doesn't it? No. That's okay. Basically this is how you go to war. That's kind of what I wanted to show everybody. You raise all your fleets and do all that good stuff, and then you consolidate them, and you burn them out. I'm going to leave a garrison here at Pike in order to prevent him from, you know, making a quick move and taking over my island. But I'm going to consolidate my fleets in the bay and then invade his island. There's no chance he's going to win this. That's why it's cool. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about the Game of Thrones finale that was just airing on Sunday on HBO, and quite frankly, I mean, it wasn't necessarily as exciting / as, you know, unexpected and all that good stuff as everything that happened in the Battle of Blackwater Bay last week. This episode, and I think I'm going to take several of these episodes, if you want to call these episodes, to discuss it, because so much happened in the episode. Now, it wasn't, you know, I can't talk. It wasn't a singularly focused, you know, narrative as some of the other ones were, especially Blackwater Bay. But that being said, so much happened, and it got to the point where, you know, they gave a lot of time to somebody who in Daenerys who hadn't really gotten much time this season. In fact, there were several episodes where Daenerys wasn't even on screen, and this one, as was the case last year actually with the finale, you know, she was the one who got the most attention, and it was the biggest, you know, not spoiler, not, you know, I'm trying to think of the word. She was the biggest, you know, hit of that episode itself, and this one, it's hard to argue against her being the biggest, you know, star of the episode as well. How amazing was it when she had that reunion scene with Khal Drogo? I mean, I I hate to say it because not a complete rube here, but it almost did bring you like tears to your eyes just to see them reunite. That was one of the most genuine relationships, and it was one of the relationships that made the most progress in season 1. They started out oh, okay, that sounds good. They started out sort of, you almost looked at her like a victim because Drogo was this, like crazy badass who, he was a warlord. He never had lost a battle or anything like that. He's sort of like Robb Stark now. But, you sort of felt sorry for her because the way that they treated, or, really the way her brother started it out, but the way that everybody treated her was that she was, she was property. She was going to just be used as bait to take over the Iron Throne, Hold on a second. I'll find him someone nice. Sure, my brother is not my #1 focus right now. I'm going to invade this island with 9,000 troops. So they have their army here. They're going to fight with me. It's an amphibious landing, so I am at a disadvantage here, and I'm going to lose some troops, but that's okay because the lovely part about having a garrison is the fact that you can continue to call up new troops if yours die, which is nice. And since this is sort of an internal war, I'm really at no risk of getting overrun or my territory getting taken over. It's not that big of a deal. So what we'll do is just ruin his shit and live life. But yeah, the fact that that reunion was really interesting because Daenerys was, they grew to love each other. That was at least the impression that a lot of people got, and that was sort of one of the more genuine scenes that you've seen in this season, which was great. And even though it was just a dream and it just was a trick in the long term, it was really powerful. I know that my wife that was her favorite scene in the whole show, but I mean, you go through there and she was being just completely manipulated by these warlocks, and it's just kind of amazing to, she got back there and captured with her dragons, and you're looking and you're waiting for them all to to what's the end game here? What are we looking at? And all of a sudden, the dragons come to life. The dragons are by the way, this is a siege. I'm not gonna invade. I'm just gonna hold it. They tried to come back out and they lost more troops, but basically once this bar right here gets down to 0, we win, and we're not gonna lose at this point. Trust me. But yeah, that whole scene with her being locked in the dungeon, and then all of a sudden the dragons, by the way, they've been growing this whole time. The dragons, spit fire at the guy, light him on fire, and all of a sudden, everything in Qarth starts to go downhill. She's going and exposing Xaro for who he is, which is, nothing. He didn't have any wealth in his vault, anything like that. It was just a great scene, and a lot of people have been kind of crapping on her storyline this entire season. I don't disagree with them. I think that there's an issue there, the fact that they were taking away time from other stories that had more interesting stuff. People hasn't because this guy wants money from me, really? Fine, I'll give him a little money. That's fine. We're only 18 in debt, and then I'm gonna end up getting it back after this war is over, so no big deal. But yeah, it's just amazing symbolism that this whole Qarth scenario has been smoke and mirrors, which has been great. That they showed it, that the vault that she was sort of had a hankering for. She had she coveted all that money so that she could get the ships and go back to Westeros. It was just really strong that we ended up having to we saw that he had nothing. It was all just mirrors, and the whole theme of the show has been powers in the eye of the beholder, and quite frankly he had power, but it wasn't real power. It was just the perception of power, which is just an amazing way to look at everything. So I like the episode quite a bit. I want to talk about I'm losing people left and right, I guess. I guess she's just a member of my court, no big deal, but whatever. It looks like this is actually wrapping up. I'm going to show you how to end a war. Go to diplomacy, offer peace, enforce my demands, which are that I am the new Lord of Lordsport. Send it, and he is a big fan of it. He doesn't want to die. Amazing, right? That's how it's done, everybody. You take over a piece of your land. Your demesne gets larger, although I am running out of money. But now my coffers will replenish themselves, and everything will be good. Now my next focus will be to find myself a new, chick, and then continue to move towards independence and become the king of the Iron Islands yet again. Oh, by the way, after you're done with your military, go ahead and dismiss them because they just cost you money. Easy day though. They're all in my area, so all I have to do is dismiss them that way. Anyway, I want to discuss the rest of the finale. That was just one little tiny part of the finale, so I'm gonna cut this video right here short and talk to you yet again. Next time I want to discuss everything that happened in King's Landing between Tyrion and Shae, and also, you know, the implications of Tywin coming back home, and, you know, kind of pushing people around a little bit, I guess. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to discuss some more Game of Thrones with you. If anybody's interested in discussing it with me, get at me. Send me a message. We'll hook it up. Anyway, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy what we're doing. And with theawfulgamer.com, this is your boy Panic Knife. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great night. The Way Movement, a career path in making videos. For more information, visit tgn.tv.